Welcome to Kingdom Arena, the home to some of the biggest fights in recent history, and we're going to see another one right here, right now. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5 different weight classes. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. What a pleasure it is to be. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. No rest for the weary. Nice counter. Punch, counter punch. Good looking right hook, but that was blocked. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter punch. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the fans of the people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close. And there's the bell for round 2. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Here at all. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he misses with that straight left. Nice counter shot. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Counter punch caught him clean. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. How about that time counter shot? Nice job by him to block that jab. That counter shot lands. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. On to the third. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nope, that hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Holding nothing back here in the round. And he scores with the counter. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
I don't think it's going to... Oh, right there! Sugar Ray's in trouble! I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. It's the wrong place to fall asleep.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two.
There's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
They exchange punches. Do you believe what we're seeing? These two fighters are made for one another. This was that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. No rest for the weary. Nice counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. On to the 5th we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Beautiful counter shot. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, It's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Can't find a home for that jab. That big hook doesn't land. Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Just missed with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy. On to the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Good-looking hook, but it was blocked. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Wow, what a shot! And it's over! A home run swing, and that will do it here. I don't know, I got to take another look at that.
You're right, Todd. What a shot!
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.